How's everyone doing today? Today has been a roller coaster with Bitcoin, and in fact, the past weeks have been. And what is happening with Bitcoin is totally unreasonable. It's totally, out of this world. But it's not like we don't like it. This is what we want. We want Bitcoin to go as high as it can, and we all cannot wait to see Bitcoin at 100K. Um, this is just interesting how it's moved from $1,000 to over 20K to about 20K today. You know, it's just unbelievable. But this is Bitcoin. Anything happens. Anything can happen, and that's exactly what is happening. I'm just gonna do a quick review and just share some thoughts as to which direction we could be going in the next year. Okay, so a quick shout out to Liam Cambra here, whom I follow on Trading View, and this is just beautiful. This chat that he's made here is just beautiful, and I just wanted to share it with y'all. So before that, let's just read this article on CryptoCoins news. Bitcoin price to reach $60,000 before crashing to 1,000 in 2018. Well, this is, of course, as they described it here, outrageous, but it's possible. Anything is possible with Bitcoin. We know crashes happen. We know all-time highs get made, and at this point, we just want to know which one is going to happen first. Are we going to see 60K? Are we going to see 100K? Uh, I think, as at this point, going back to $1,000 will be quite hard because there is way too many new people in Bitcoin and way too much money being pumped into Bitcoin that it would be very difficult for us to go back all the way down to $1,000. But a crash from 60 to 10K is not, out of the water. But all of these things, have to play out, and we just have to wait and see. But yeah, they say, um, this Danish investment bank issued this forecast in its annual outrageous predictions, blah blah blah. Well, let's see what is going to happen if we are going to see a 60 and 1,000. But we know all these prices are possible, so let's just wait and see. But according to this technical analysis, which seems to support that prediction, not all the way back to $1,000, but to but seeing 60K anytime soon in 2018. Um, the blue line here is a trend line that has been consistent since 2011. And yes, we've had crashes. In 2011, we made a high of $7 and crashed to $4. Then in 2013, we made a high of $1,200 and crashed to $200, right? So these crashes and all-time highs have been made, and we know that it's going to continue happening. The question is, or the issue is, when does the top happen, and when does it bottom? That's the concern. But according to this parabolic arc right here, it is beginning to look like we may be seeing 60,000 for real, you know? And if this arc is to continue supporting our current uh, trend, then we should be seeing about 22,000 soon, then maybe a crash to 10,000, then we go all the way up to 60,000 before another crash to 10,000. That's according to this chart right here by Liam Cabra. You can follow him on Trading View. I think he's really good. He's had some really good, predictions. And yeah, this was a November 2013 top, and we crashed to 230, and now we are in 2017. This is also worth noting, and this is what I'm going to be using to try and day trade or weekly trade or whatever. Look at how we made a high of 3,000 back in, I think, April, or June, and we we crashed to 1,800. I think that is when I should have really got in big time. Perhaps that was the 1,200 crash that we were all expecting, because it never went below 1,800. Who knows? That was the bottom at that time. So yeah, there was 3,000 and 1,800, and then there was 5,000 and 3,000. There was a flash crash, and all of these seem to correspond with the RSI. Let me just bring that to your attention. Look, right here in 2013, the RSI went to about 95 and caused a crash. And when the RSI went to 95 again, we saw another crash. That was a very long crash. And when the RSI made a new high in 2017 to about 1,000, we saw another crash. And when we made another high of 3,000, we saw another crash to 1,008, corresponding with the RSI. Then another one at 5,000 caused, a flash crash, as I'll call it. Then another one at 8,000 saw another flash crash. And now the RSI is above again at 19,000. So possibly I'm expecting a flash crash from today's prices of 20,000 all the way down to maybe um 12,000, I think. Yeah, we could possibly see 12,000 by the end of the week or so. Then perhaps we should go back up to a new all-time high, of $50,000 according to this chart. Then we don't know where the crash is gonna go, and I'm gonna stay out of any predictions for that. But this chart right here is looking like a $50,000 Bitcoin is really possible in the next few months. So let's see how things play out, and hope for the best. We all can't wait for Bitcoin to actually reach 100K. So good luck, everyone, trading Bitcoin. Thanks.